Hey everyone, isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. I'm your mathematics style teacher, Sir Jolan M. Sereno, at welcome sa ating first video tutorial for this school year. So we are now on quarter 1, week 1. So our lesson is about sequence. So I hope ay ready na kayong makinig. Simulan na natin ito. For our objectives in our topic about sequence, after going through this lesson, you're expected to first is to define sequence. And second is to identify the next term of a sequence. So I hope after going through this lesson, after watching this video, ay matutunan ninyo at ma-achieve nyo itong ating mga objectives for this video tutorial. Okay, so let's start with our preliminaries. So a sequence is a set of numbers written in specific order. So here we read this as a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, a sub 6, so on and so forth up to the a sub n. So a sub n will tell you what to be the last term in the given set of numbers. So the number a sub 1 is called the first term. So yan yung mga notations na gagamitin natin for this topic. So yung a sub 1 natin is our first term. Okay. And then yung a sub 2 obviously will be our second term. So yun yung sub niya, it will tell you kung pang ilan siya, yung positioning niya. So in general, a sub n, is the nth term. So it will tell you kung ano yung n mo, yun yung magiging position nung number na yun, no? So note that each term of the sequence is paired with a natural number. So here we're going to use natural numbers. Okay? Now, given at least at least the first three terms of the sequence, you can easily find the next term in that sequence. So by simply discovering, yes, pattern. So we're talking about here ay pattern. So mahalaga na makita niyo yun sa isang sequence. So that's how the third term is derived from the second term and then the second term from the first term. So you will find that either a constant number is added or subtracted or multiplied. So I can be add, can be subtracted, pwede i-multiply or divide to get the next term of a certain series of operations is performed to get the next term. So, depende sa magiging topic natin. So, kailan ba tayo nag-add, kailan ba tayo mag-subtract, kailan ba mag-multiply or mag-divide to get the next term or on a certain series of operations. So, in the set of numbers, in the set of ordered numbers, okay? So, sequence. So, doon, paiba-iba siya. Magdidepende sa lesson natin kung kailangan ba mag-add, mag-subtract, mag-divide, or mag-multiply to get the next term, no, in the given set of numbers. Okay? Now, for our discussion, so let's have here, check the rule, no? Here, a sequence has definite pattern. Okay, it has a pattern that can be expressed by a rule or a formula. So we can use a rule form or a formula. So let's check kung paano siya. So tingnan natin dito. In the simple series, simple sequence natin, so we have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on and so forth. So titingnan natin ngayon, each term is paired with natural number by the rule. Okay, naka-rule form tayo. Let's have a sub n is equal to 2n. Hence, the sequence can be written as, so again, ito yung ating rule form. Okay, ulitin lang natin. So this is our rule form. Okay, ayan. So yung rule na gagamitin natin is that yung a sub n is equal to 2n. Hence, the sequence can be written as this. So here, so again, yung ating a sub 1 is our first term. A sub 2 is the second term. A sub 3 is the third term. A sub 4 is the fourth term. And then to name the nth term, the general term niya, we're going to use the a sub n. Depende kung hanggang saan aabot yung ating sequence, kung hanggang saan yung ating isosolve na set of numbers in a given sequence. So, notice how the formula a sub n is equal to 2n gives all the terms of the sequence. So, for instance, what you're going to do is to substitute yung ating values ng ating n. So, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kasi yun yung magiging order, no? Yung positioning niya. Ano nga ba yung makukuha nating value kapag ang n natin is 1? So, we're talking about the first term. Ano yung magiging second term, third term, and fourth term. So, ganun mo siya iintindihin, no? Yung n will tell you the position of the number. Kung nilagay mo ay n mo ay 2, so you're looking for the second term. Kung ang n mo naman ay 4, so you're looking for the fourth term. Anong number nga ba yung nasa fourth term in that given sequence? Kung 1 naman, kung n mo is 1, so we're talking about the first term. No, you're looking for the first term in the given sequence. So, paano mo siya gagawin? Kung meron kang rule na isinet for this, o yung for targeting formula niya, so we have here the a sub n is equal to 2m. So what you're going to do now is just substitute the value. So for a sub 1, so you have 2n, so what will happen, your n will be equal to 1, so that is 2 times 1, so the answer is 2. And then you have for the a sub 2, therefore your n is 2, so 2 times 2, that is 4. And then for a sub 3, you have here 2 times 3, so that is 6. And then for a sub 4, you have 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So these are the first four terms in the given sequence using the a sub n equals 2n as your rule or formula to formulate a set of numbers, no, in the or a sequence. So ganun siya. So just it's a simple substitution of values and then perform the indicated operation. So in this problem, ang ating operation na ginamit dito is multiplication. We just multiply 2 to the value of n. So para makuha natin yung first four terms. Nakuha? So napakadali. It's just simple substitution lang. May mga bago lang ditong mga binigay na notation. So yung a sub n, a sub 1, a sub 2. So those are the new terms na gagamitin natin in this lesson about sequence under Mathematics 10. Okay? Now, so let's try. What if you're asked to find, so to find, you're asked to find the 50th term. For example, you're asked to find the 50th term. So medyo marami na yan, no? 50. First 50th term. Sa sequence na to na 2, 4, 6, 8, ano yung pang 50th term dito sa sequence na to? Sa 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ayan. So, ano yung pang 50 dyan? Siyempre, so ang given lang dito ay yung first 4. So, yung pang 5th mo 10, yung pang 6 mo 12. So, kasi nagpa-plus 2 lang, nakikita niyo yung pattern niya. So, what if pinapatanong sa inyo yung pinapahanap is yung pang 50th term? So, medyo mahaba yun. So, para mas mapadali natin at hindi mo bilangin isa-isa, gamitin natin ang formula. So, again, ang ginamit nating formula dyan is yung a sub n is equal to 2n. So, if you're going to use that formula, ito yung magiging equation natin. So, magiging a sub 50, it is because hinahanap mo is yung 50th term, equals 2, and then times, ano yung value ng n natin ulit? That is 50. And then, you just multiply. So, your answer is 100. As simple as that. So, nag-jump ka, no, from 5th term up to the 50th term. Yun yung kagandahan kapag may formula tayo na ginagamit, mas mapapabilis natin yung computation compared to kapag inilista mo siya isa-isa. So, kaya yun, but it will take you a lot of time. Diba? So, that's how powerful yung mga formulas and mga rule form na ginagamit natin sa mathematics, especially in this topic. Okay? So, it's just recall lang ng mga basic knowledge natin all about substitution using the 4 basic operations in mathematics. Okay? So, now, let's have some example. Let's have illustrative example number 1. Okay. Given the following n terms, supply each blank by a correct answer following the task at the right to generate the pattern. So, we're here to generate a pattern by supplying each blank, no, by the correct answer. So, tingnan natin. So, given a sub n is equal to 2 times the quantity n plus 1, list the first 5 terms of the sequence. Ito na. So, meron tayong binigay na formula or rule form. This is the a sub n is equal to 2 times n plus 1. And then you're asked to list the first 5 terms of the sequence. Ano nga ba yung magiging first 5 terms ng sequence kapag ito yung ginamit nating rule or formula? So for our solution, so first you're going to use n is equal to 1. So simulan natin doon kasi it's a first term natin. That's why our n is 1. So ibig sabihin, we're looking for the first term. Ano nga ba yung first term sa sequence na to? Okay? So, by substitution, sabi dyan, substitute n. So, we just substitute the value of n. So, from here, may ganito siya. Okay. So, ang papalitan mo na dyan yung n. So, you will have now here a sub n. So, it will become a sub 1. Kasi nga hinahanap mo yung first term. Is equal to 2 times the quantity n. So, ang n natin ay 1 plus 1. And then, add the terms inside the parentheses. Gemdas rule yan. So you have 1 plus 1, that is 2. So your equation now is a sub 1 is equal to 2 times 2. And then multiply the factors, so you just get the product of 2 and 2. So that is 4. So your a sub 1 is equal to 4. So ibig sabihin, yung first term mo sa sequence na to ay 4. And then, you're going to do the same procedure kapag ang n mo naman ay 2, n is 3, n is equal to 4, and n is equal to 5. Kasi ang nakuha pala natin is yung first term. So, ano ba yung pang second term? Lalabas yun kapag ang ginamit mong n ay 2. Kapag ang n mo ay 3, ang makukuha mo is yung third term. And if your n is 4, you will come up with the fourth term. Malalaman mo kung ano yung pang fourth term. At kapag ang n mo ay 5, so you're looking for the fifth term. So, we're going to use the same procedure na ginawa natin dito. Okay, so you just substitute the n, add the terms inside the parentheses, and multiply the factors. Okay, and then, kapag nagawa mo na lahat yan by substitution, check mo. So, the sequence now is this. This will become our new sequence. So, you have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So, this will be the first 5 terms of the sequence. So, nakuha natin kanina na yung first term niya is, okay, that is 4. Okay. And then, so ang second term niya is yung 6, followed by 8, 10, at saka 12. So, using yung mga values ng n natin na magbibigay sa iyo ng idea kung anong position yung makuha mo dito sa given sequence. So, dahil ang hinahanap natin is first 5 terms, so ang ating values of n natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then, you just substitute it to our formula a sub n is equal to 2 times the quantity n plus 1. And that's it. Makukuha mo na yung first 5 terms of the sequence. Okay, so I hope nagigets mo yun at naiintindihan mo yung process na yan. Okay? Good job. So let's proceed. Okay, so let's have now our illustrative example number 2. Given a sub n is equal to the quantity of 1 over 2 or 1/2 raised to n minus 1, generate a sequence with 4 terms. So, we're asked to generate a sequence with 4 terms. So, we're looking for the first 4 terms of this sequence using this rule or formula. A sub n is equal to the quantity of 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1. So, ito yung susundan natin na rule or guide para makuha natin yung first 4 terms ng sequence. Kasi itong formula na to, itong rule na to is makakapag-generate na makaka-form siya ng isang sequence. No? So, ang sequence na to, ang hinahanap lang sa atin is yung first 4 terms of that sequence. So, paano natin makakapag-generate ng isang sequence? So, for our solution, what you're going to do is to let values for n. So, yung n natin, ang magdidikta kung anong terms ang kukunin natin. So, kapag ang ginamit mong value ng n mo ay 1, so ibig sabihin, you're looking for, correct, you're looking for the first term. Hinahanap mo ngayon, ano ba yung magiging first term in this sequence using the formula a sub n is equal to the quantity of 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1. So, kapag hinahanap mo is yung first term, so we just substitute the value of n sa ating formula. So, you have, so tingnan ninyo yung pagbabago ha. So, here, yung a sub n natin is magiging a sub 1. Okay, kasi nga hinahanap mo is yung first term. And then, you just copy yung 1/2. So, ang papalitan dito, ito, yung exponent natin. Yung n minus 1 natin is magiging, correct, 1 minus 1. So, saan ba nanggaling yung 1? Nanggaling siya dun sa value ng n. So, magiging 1 minus 1. And then next, ang sabi dito sa ating procedure, subtract the exponent. So, dahil ang ginagamit natin dito is yung GEMDAS rule. Tandaan niyo na grade 7 pa lang na-introduce na yan, yung GEMDAS rule. So, you're going to go first with the groupings, okay? And then you have the exponents. So, sa groupings kasi natin, inside the parentheses, wala namang operation na mangyayari kasi mag-isa lang dun yung 1/2. So, kaya mag-exponent tayo. Exponential form. So, we need to subtract the exponents. So, you have 1 minus 1. That is, okay, 0. Okay. And then you will have now an equation of a sub 1 is equal to the quantity of 1/2 raised to 0. And then, simplify the exponent and the fraction. So, final answer natin is 1. Ayan, pagtatanong, Sir, ano nangyari? Bakit yung 1/2 na ni-raise mo sa 0, ang sagot ay naging 1? 1. So, paano ba naging 1 lang yung sagot dito? So, ganito yan. So, again, balikan natin yung rule form sa exponential form. Okay? Loss of exponents to be specific. Loss of exponents. Reviewin nyo yun. Nakastate doon that any number raised to 0, the answer is always 1. Ayan. Kaya yung 1/2, dahil naka-raise siya sa 0, therefore, papasok siya sa law of exponents, not any number raised to 0, the answer is always 1. Kaya ang naging final answer natin is 1. Okay? And that's it. That's how we solve for that. Now, so nakuha na natin yung first term of the sequence. Ngayon, paano naman natin kukunin yung natitira pang tatlo? So, ang gagawin ninyo, you do the same procedure, but this time, ang gagamitin mong value ng n mo ay 2. Tapos, yun yung para sa second term. Tapos, n mo is 3 para sa third term. And then, your n is 4 kapag fourth term na hinahanap. So, ganun lang yun. So, substitute mo lang siya. So, like, it will be, sa n minus 2, mangyayari dito, magiging 2 minus 1. So, that is 1. And then, 1/2 raised to 1. That is, correct, that is 1/2. Kaya, mangyari, ang sequence mo ay magiging ganito na. Ayan. Ito yung magiging sequence natin, 1. Ayan dito, siya yung first term. Tapos, yung second term mo ay 1/2. And then, yung third term mo, it will become 1/2 raised to 3 minus 1, that is 2. So, 1/2 raised to 2. That is 1/2 times 1/2. That is, correct, that is 1/4. And then, para naman sa 1/8, mangyayari magiging 1/2 raised to 4 minus 3. That is 1/2 raised to 3. Diba? Ganun yung magiging setup natin dyan. Diba? Yung magiging 1/2. So, dahil ang hinahanap mo ay itong 4, so you have 4 minus 1. So, this will become 3. So, we will have an exponential form na 1/2 raised to 3. And 1/2 raised to 3 is equivalent to 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, which is equivalent to 1/8. That's how we come up with this set of numbers na sequence natin, na na-form natin, na na-generate natin using the formula a sub n is equal to the quantity of 1/2 raised to n minus 1. That's how we generate a sequence using a formula. Okay? So, I hope ay nagigets yung process. Madali lang naman. It's more on the how you substitute the values and perform the indicated operation. So, napakadali. As long as yung fundamentals ninyo on for basic operation and the GEMDAS rule ay nandiyan at kayang-kayang mag-process ng mga operations, kayang-kaya nyo itong gawin. Napakadali lang ito. Okay, so I hope ay nag-gets niyo yun. And congrats at kung nakaabot ka sa ating part na to. Illustrative example number 2. Yes, kasi ang susunod nating part ay okay. Okay, let's continue. We are now on the assessment part. Ito na yun, assessment na. Titingnan natin. I-check natin kung naintindihan nyo na ba yung ating lesson for this video tutorial natin. Kung may natutunan from the preliminaries up to the illustrative example number 2. Tingnan natin kung kaya nyo nang mag-solve ng mga problems and answer questions correctly in this lesson about sequence. So here I prepared 2 questions lang naman ito. Each question is good for 15 seconds. Okay, so kung sa tingin nyo medyo maikli yung 15 seconds, I advise you to pause this video and then i-play mo na lang siya kapag may sagot ka na. Kasi mas maganda yon, no? Mas exciting yan kasi ma-check mo talaga ng gusto kung naintindihan mo kaysa dun sa antayin mo na lang i-flash yung sagot. So, mas okay kung ganun yung magiging setup mo para mas ma-check mo sa sarili mo din kung naintindihan mo yung ating discussion. Kung may mga queries ka pa na kailangan iklaro, pwede mong balik-balikan yung video na to para mas malinawan ka sa mga process natin in this lesson. Okay? So, let's start. So, this is a multiple type question, multiple choice. So, our instructions is to read each item carefully. Napakahalaga na reading comprehension. And para mas maintindihan mo yung situation, yung problem, and then choose the letter of the correct answer. So, for our question number 1, what is the next term in the sequence 0, 12, 24, 36, 48? So, anong susunod right after ni 48? Okay, so that is our first question. Is it A, 50, B, 60, C, 72, or D, 96? Again, I'm going to repeat the question. What is the next term, next number in the sequence 0, 12, 24, 36, 48? Is it A, 50, B, 60, C, 72, or D, 96? Your 15 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Tignan natin. The correct answer is... Okay, that is 60. Letter B. Congratulations. Alam ko, tumama kayo dyan. Napakadali. Ano lang sikreto? Yes, kailangan makita nyo lang yung pattern. At ano yung pattern? Correct. Nakita nyo, ang pattern niya is nag-add tayo ng 12. Very good. So, ang pattern natin is nag-add tayo ng 12 to get the next term. Tingnan niyo, from 0, mag-plus ka ng 12, makuha mo si 12. And then 12 plus 12, that's 24. 24 plus 12 is 36. And 36 plus 12 is 48. Therefore, to get the next term, mag-add ka lang ulit ng 12. So, from 48, mag-add ka lang ng 12. So, 48. And the sum is, okay, and that is 60. And then, if ever na you're asked to get again what will be the next term after 60, you just add 12 to 60 and that is correct, that is 72. So ganun lang. So kahit ilang terms pa ipahanap sa iyo, as long as you have the pattern, makukompleto at makukompleto mo yun. Diba? That's how powerful yung makikita nating pattern in the given sequence, kasi masasolve na natin lahat yung problem in that given sequence. Okay, so congratulations kung nakatama ka. Kung nagkamali ka man dito, again, pwede mong balik-balikan yung ating mga discussions and then para mas maklaro sa iyo, no, at mas maintindihan mo kung bakit ito yung tamang sagot. Okay, so for that, good job. Let's have our second question. Albert climbs a building in the following sequence: 16 feet, 48 feet, 80 feet, on the first, second, and third climb, respectively. If he continues to climb at this rate, how many feet will he have climbed during the fourth? Is it A, 72, B, 90, C, 108, or D, 112? Again, I'm going to repeat the question. Albert climbs a building in the following sequence: 16 feet, 48 feet, and 80 feet on the first, second, and third climb, respectively. If he continues to climb at this rate, how many feet will he have climbed during the fourth? Is it A, 72, B, 90, C, 108, or D, 112? Your 15 seconds starts now. Okay. The correct answer is 112. Yes. So, ano nakikita niyong pattern? Okay. Ano? Tama. Correct. Ang pattern natin is, yes, nag-add tayo ng 32. Yan. Yun yung ating pattern. We add 32. So, tingnan nyo. 16 plus 32, that is 48. So, 48 plus 32, that is 80. Therefore, to get the fourth, no, fourth term o yung sa fourth climb niya, kung ganun yung kanyang susundan na rate na nagpa-plus 12 feet siya, every other climb niya, yung attempt niya. So therefore, kung ang last attempt niya is 80 feet dun sa third climb, therefore 80 plus mo yung 32, 80 plus 32, that is 100 to. Therefore, sa pang fourth climb niya, ang marireach niyang taas, no, is 112 feet. And that's it. That's how we solve this kind of problem. So again, ang naging rule natin dyan is makita natin yung pattern niya. So yung pattern ng isang sequence. So nakuha natin na nag-add lang tayo dyan ng fixed number to get the next few terms of the given sequence. And that's it. No? Congratulations. Kung perfect mo to, very good. Kung sumabali ka ng isa, again, in-explain ko na ulit yung process at I hope naintindihan mo kung bakit ito yung naging sagot natin. Sa letter A, 60. Okay, 60 yung next term. And then sa number 2 natin, ang sagot natin is 100. So, and that's it. That's how we answer questions under sequence. And before we end up, okay, so before we end up this video tutorial, so let's have first a wrap up, a generalization of what we have discussed in this lesson. Okay, again, a sequence is a set of numbers written in specific order. You have a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, a sub 6, up to a sub n. Ito yung magiging last term natin, yung end term natin dyan. So, nakadepende kung hanggang saan nyo ipapasolve at ikukuning set numbers in the given sequence. And now, each of the numbers of a sequence is called a term of the sequence. Okay, yun yung tawag natin. Each number, so it will become how many terms? No, each term. So we're talking about the number in the given sequence. And then, given at least first three terms of a sequence. So kailangan yung sequence natin meron at least 3 terms for us to find the next few terms, no, to predict what will be the next terms, and it will help us to discover, okay, and the pattern, no, napakahalaga, no, kanina napakalaking tulong kapag nakita nyo yung pattern in the given sequence, na magiging madali lang lahat sa pag-solve ng mga problems related to that sequence. Makukuha nyo na kung ano yung next few terms niya, out to be the end term niya, if you will find, no, discover, see the pattern between given numbers in that sequence. Okay, and you will find it either a constant number is added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided to get the next term, or a certain series of operations is performed to get the next term. So kung papansin nyo kanina, ang nakakita natin yung constant number na yun yung nagiging guide natin, at ang ginawa natin kanina, nag-add na tayo, no? Ina-add natin siya from the previous term to get the next term. So, as you go through this lesson about sequences, doon nyo makikita na pwede pa tayo mag-subtract, mag-multiply, at mag-divide. But for the meantime, kung papansin niyo, yung nakuha natin pattern, ina-add lang natin siya to get the next term of the given sequence. And then, by using the rule form or the formula, by substitution, following the rule on exponents at saka yung ating GEMDAS rule, makukuha nyo na yung mga next few terms in the given sequence. So that's how we end up with this. We summarize all the learnings na natutunan nyo sa video tutorial na to, and I hope marami kayong napulot na aral sa ating first week ng ating discussion about sequence. So again, once again, Thanks for watching my video tutorial. Muli, ako ang inyong lingkod, Sir Jolan M. Sereno. Stay healthy and safe. God bless us all.